Guys, and yes, I have my shirt off once again because it is hot as fuck this morning. I don't really have much planned for today. I was supposed to go to CBRD, but it is supposed to start pouring down rain here in a couple minutes. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take the Supra for one of two reasons. One, I just washed it. Number two, it doesn't have windshield wipers. And actually, there's like kind of number three, I don't really like to drive my car in the rain. It kind of takes all the fun out of it. York's about an hour and 20 minutes from me also, so it wouldn't be much fun to drive an hour and something in the rain with no windshield wipers, none of that good stuff. So for today, I've got a couple other subjects I want to speak with you on. I'm not going to get to drive the car too much, but I've got a couple things I want to talk with you guys right quick. I've got my lovely wife with me this morning. Look how happy she is, the coupon queen. Say hi, babe. See, look, just jumping with joy. Just look at that. Just so happy. Not. Well, first off here, I want to thank someone very much, as usual, Jose Valle of COREL Motorsports, doing stuff for me that he doesn't need to do. I don't know why this guy's so nice to me. I was a dick to him for the longest time because I asked him a million questions, always bug him. Maybe not a dick, but like I just would bug him and like ask some of the questions. I always questioned his authority, I guess that's the way of putting it, or questioning what his methods and way of doing things. And he would always go, well, let me explain it this way. Well, let me explain it this way. Or here's my reasoning. And that's why I buy from him. We had our small issues in the past or whatever, but like we're way past that now. And me and him I consider him truly a friend. He's a great place I deal with all the time. I'll link his company address and everything below here for his website. Again, it's COREL Motorsports. But what I wanted to show you guys is what he sent me, and just because he was tired of me doing things the ghetto way. So Jose sent me these. Now, what are these? These are for depinning and repinning wiring harnesses. So you have your clips and anything inside your car, right? Well, these little guys here, if you can see, they allow you to depin and repin your car for your harness. I was actually using an old windshield wiper blade. So if you look at your windshield wiper over here, we use my Acura as a reference since my Supra doesn't have any. Inside here, inside your windshield wiper, there's a metal blade in there. I took out that metal blade, cut it down, filed it some, and I used this for the longest time to depin all my connectors for my harness. Jose's like, enough of this. Went out, bought some Snap-on, which these are small, but I guarantee this is still probably $50 or $60, if not more than that, sitting right here. And these are specifically designed for the Toyota harness. I think maybe just specific to any engine harness for the most part. And I've already tested them out, and this is 10 times easier. One, to have a handle, so this thing isn't digging into my hand. But number two is it's filed down correctly and has the correct D-pin for the connector. But I just wanted to tell him very much, thank you, buddy. I do appreciate this. I know I already told him a couple times, but I just feel like everyone should know about that. I do appreciate that. I appreciate anyone that helps me out and anyone that supports me. One other issue I'm having right now is still can't get the damn seals for this. I did the measurements here. I'm looking them up right now. The OD of it is 15.65 millimeters and the ID of this bearing is 10.3. I still have yet to find anything that will work for this. It's for a 5858 journal bearing precision turbo. This kit was junk. They won't even refund me the money. I think it was like, not Black Ops, but like something. I'll actually list their name here because it pissed me off. Enough's enough. They won't refund me my money. Don't buy from them. They won't respond back. They sent me the wrong product. They were supposed to refund the money and didn't. It's $35, $40, which isn't a lot, but I mean, it's still $40 I literally set on fire because this is completely useless to me now. So I'm kind of pissed about that, and I'd really like to get this turbo rebuilt and done so I can show you guys how to do that. I mean, again, I showed you guys how to take it apart, but that's one thing. Putting it together is another. I'm past dicking with that too. So that's another thing I still need to finish and get done for y'all. All right, back on task here. So I need to drain out the catch can here today. So what I need is my handy dandy Harbor Freight tool, and then another handy dandy Harbor Freight tool, and then these guys here. These are AN wrenches I bought offline. I forget where I got these from, Speedies or something like that. I have these ones here which are exact, so like 10, 8, 6, 4, and 3. And then I bought this adjustable one because not all AN fittings are the same. It's kind of annoying. I thought there was a truly set standard, but a 10 doesn't always fit a 10, which I don't know why, but it doesn't. They really need to come up with a true standard. A dash 10 should be a dash 10, just kind of like a 10 millimeter is a 10 millimeter. A little annoying, but What I need now is this dash 6, and I need this guy over here to go over and do this. Sorry, I probably just got loud because I got closer to the mic for you guys, but I need to take out these bolts right here and here, and then underneath there's a dash 6 drain plug that I need to remove. Don't mind my flabby ass because I'm not putting a shirt on just for this. This point right here on the cup, which has way too much oil to be going by. It doesn't help the fact that I love these custom built covers, but the way they're designed is on acceleration. Those the AN fittings there are literally set up perfectly for the oil to get drained right back into them and go back in the catch can. So on heavy acceleration, oil goes back to the back of the motor and then goes right to the catch can. So it's pretty much, it's not the greatest design. It looks good, but it's not really the greatest design. So the real reason I got a hold of all y'all today, and the reason this whole video is going on, is I'm trying to buy the MR2. I'm trying to buy not the MR2, an MR2. Problem is, 2 of them fell out from underneath me. One I was supposed to buy from a gentleman over at TCS Motorsports. Great guy. I was going through the whole process to get it. It was, if there's any MR2 guys out there, it's about as rare gets. It was a SMG car, hardtop, and it was an original turbo body. This is no swap, etc. This is a 93 true SMG hardtop, which, as he was telling me and kind of reading into it, there's like 1 of 19 or 1 of 20 ever made. They're just stupid rare. Finding a hardtop MR2 in general was very rare. It's nice to have because pretty much every, well, T-top MR2 leaks badly, kind of like Supras do. I was super excited. Unfortunately, there was a guy who contacted him 2 days before I did and got the car before I did. Wah, wah, wah. The guy put a deposit down. I didn't know I had to put a deposit down. It kind of is what it is. Not blaming the owner of TCS or anything. Great guy again. He was super easy to deal with. I'd like to thank Ryan Patterson for even helping me find that car. Without him, I wouldn't even known it existed. Right after that, the owner said, look, I feel bad. He's like, let me see if I can find you something else. Within like 15 minutes, he goes on Cincinnati Craigslist and finds another SMG. This one's a Target, or not Target top, a T-top, but it's in Cincinnati, and it's about, I don't know, 6-7 grand cheaper, which is nice. You know, the one I was looking at was like 11 or 12 grand. People probably think that's high for an MR2, especially older, but for as rare as it was worth the money. Now, I go to contact the guy, doesn't get back to me. Everything's perfect about the car. Go on there today. Craigslist sign has been removed, and I'm kind of up shit creek without a paddle. I'm like, motherfucker, I can't win with this. So I really was trying to have you guys a new car for today. I really wanted to show off, like, instead of this sitting here having an MR2 chilling right next to me. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but hey, that's life. There's really nothing you can do about it. The only other issue I'm having really with getting an MR2 is I don't know that market well as, I don't know the market, and I don't know those cars nearly as well as I do, say, the Supra here. You know, I've oodled over this car and really dreamt about it for years and years, and to a point I really did the MR2 because I was looking at them for a while when I was much younger, just for the fact they're so much cheaper. I mean, you can get an MR2 way, way, way cheaper. I mean, a mint, and I'm talking mint, immaculate MR2 is 15 to 16,000. That buys you like one of the best of the best, period. I mean, you can buy a mint MR2 here in the US for 15 to 16 grand. My friend Ryan, like I was mentioning earlier, Patterson, he literally had shells he was like giving away or taking to the trash man, literally dumping them because they weren't worth anything. There's so many of them made that they're just not worth shit. Now, that being said, with the K20 swaps being big now, I think those shells might actually start being worth something because guys are swapping in K20 swaps and realizing, well shit, instead of my car being wrong wheel drive, I have a mid-engine setup, it'll actually hook, and it's not an ugly car, at least I don't think it's an ugly car. It's just a much better setup. Now, it does suck because cooling is a little bit of an issue. Now people cut up the trunk and put their intercoolers in the trunk of the MR2, but I just think that's cool how they're doing all that, but that's off subject here. I think that I just need to work and try to look a little bit harder and see if I can find something. So if you guys know of any, please shoot me a message with one. I'm very picky though, no red or anything. And I would pretty much take any color, I guess I should say, besides yellow or black. If it's a super low mileage. Now, if I'm being picky color-wise, because I won't change the color of a car, you can say whatever you want. If it's a white car, it must stay white for me. How I am, kind of like an Alpine Silver car. Supra will have to stay Alpine Silver. I'd prefer an SMG MR2 or a white MR2 if it's original paint color. Those are both pretty hard to find. And I'd also prefer a 93, 94, 95. Again, a little bit harder, a little bit more modern. The 91s, the 90, 91, 92. They're okay, but they're nothing like the 93, 94, 95 here in the US. That's what I'm looking for. So if any of you guys see anything of that nature, if you find any out there, please shoot me a message. I've been looking, scouring all over. It's just been really hard. The cars, for the most part, unlike Supras, they're all higher mileage. So some have rust. They're known for the quarter panel rust in the back. Kind of like Supras are known for the hatch rust. I just can't seem to find anything that just says, yes, that's mine. I found two. Obviously, the two I find really quick, both get sold out from underneath of me. It is what it is. So if you guys can find me anything, I'd appreciate it. The sooner I can find one, the better. The sooner I can start modding it and start going ahead with it. I appreciate everyone too. The last video with my mom, that thing took off. It went on Car Throttle. It was on Speed Society. I was like, holy shit, mom's famous. I guess that whole intro of me just kind of anti-lagging and doing a burnout with her freaking out kind of took off a lot more than I thought it ever would have. I thought it was a cool video, but I didn't think it was that cool. So I appreciate you guys helping me out, sharing that and getting that out there. That means a lot to me. I try to put a lot of time and effort into these videos, trying to think of what to talk about, what to go over for you. This winter is going to be a lot more fun when I start ripping apart the Supra again. And if I get an MR2 sitting here, I'll have two projects going on simultaneously, which my wife is going to fucking hate me, but she's going to have to deal with it. Which she's inside right now getting ready, because we're going to this place in Harrisburg tonight called Dockside Willie's. Since I work in Harrisburg, PA, it's like an hour and a half for me. Yes, I drive an hour and a half to work each way. That's how I like to live. I don't know. I live close to DC. DC is an hour and a half away. Harrisburg is an hour and a half away. I like being in between because if I need work, it makes it really easy for me. But that's beside the point. So yeah, help me find a number two, guys. Let's get this done. I need a car now. Also, real quickly, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Kyle, Boosted Lifestyle, right here. He's helped me out a ton here. I've been talking a good bit. Even his car has an up pipe now, which I hate up pipes. I'll be doing a whole video on that. He knows I hate that fucking shit. Anyways, Kyle's been helping me a good bit. We've been looking at cars and kind of going over things. Me and him are going to try and start collaborating together. If you don't know what he is or who he is, he has a Supra also. And guess what? It's also Alpine Silver, ironically enough. His channel's fantastic. He's actually kind of part of the reason I got into it. Mostly Gears and Gasoline is the reason I'm into this. They're the ones that pushed me. I shouldn't say pushed me, but gave me the ability to do this and helped me a ton. But Kyle's helped me a ton along the way too. Kind of taught me some things, how he's learned over the years and how he's gotten into YouTube, etc. So I'll put all his stuff down below too. Go check out his YouTube channel. He does a ton of Supra stuff also, step-by-step tutorials, how to swap your car, etc. He's also just built his car with a Turbo 400 true drag setup. That car is going to be a beast. I'm pretty excited to see it go down the drag strip for the first time. Should be done here, I guess. I don't know, Kyle, is it going to be done here soon? Is it done? I know he's been doing some test hits and trying to get it dialed in. Last time I checked in with him, so hopefully maybe by the end of this month here. It's August right now, and he's in Canada, so he needs to get on his shit because it's going to be getting cold soon. I'm not sure how long the drag strips are even open up there. So Kyle, give us some 411, dog. But yeah, go check out his channel. I'll post it down below for y'all. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for tuning in per usual. Let's find me an MR2. Let's get this done. Let's find me an MR2. Let's get me another project car. And then hopefully when the Celica GT4, or all track as it's known here in the US, becomes legal, I'll have that, and I'll have the trifecta. My ultimate Toyota dream garage without having a 2000 GT, which I don't have $1 million to afford one of those. So that would be my ultimate like trifecta. I'd have a GT4 last year made, an MR2 in a rare set form. I'd have a left-hand drive Supra. It'd be perfect. It just kind of sucks I'll never be able to have a left-hand drive Gen 6 Celica GT4. Never made them here, unfortunately. Now, I know some parts of Europe, there is some left-hand drives, but they're stupid rare, and trying to get one here would be damn near impossible. So it is what it is. But let me get back on track. Thank you guys very much as usual. If you do me a favor, go down below, check out my Instagram and Facebook, or maybe I'll just pop it up right here too. Thank you guys very much. I'll talk to you later. Peace.